I was going to do everything I could for the rest of my life to try to tell the world about Nazzareno Romano and being the creator of the Stromboli sandwich.
Not naming any names. Some people, they like to just get a can of tomato paste and put some water in it and oregano and call it sauce. We don't do that here. I can't get into the secret though.
Of course not. This is the secret Romano sauce. Mum's the word.
Explodes in your mouth, the flavors. Wow. Well, I can see why it's famous.
What's going on, adventurers? It's your boy, it's VKJ. This is Vacation Education. Today, I'm coming to you from the Keystone State, Pennsylvania. This place right behind me here is a little south of the city of Philadelphia, very close to the Philadelphia International Airport, and it is famous for a sandwich, a certain type of sandwich that we've enjoyed over the years. It's one of my dad's, one of my family's favorite sandwiches, and I had no idea that the birthplace of this sandwich was right here around the Philadelphia area. And today I'm inviting you to come on this originator story. Let's go! Romano Stromboli. And this is at 246 Wanamaker Avenue, Essington, PA, 19029. One of our faithful subscribers actually put us onto this place, and I was like, as soon as I saw the outside, I was like, whoa, check that out. Look at that. Romano Stromboli, BYOB, the original, celebrating 75 years anniversary, birthplace of the world's first Stromboli sandwich. That's a pretty awesome claim to fame. This place has been featured in a lot of different television shows and magazine and newspaper articles, as you can imagine. But living in and around the Philadelphia area, practically my entire life, I never heard about it. How is it possible that I've never been here before? So I hope you adventurers out there, you find this as fascinating as I do. Joining me today on this adventure, the Stromboli star, the VKJD.
Everybody, welcome today. So we've had Strombolis all our lives. One of my close friends used to run a pizzeria, Charlie's Pizzeria, that he would bring Strombolis to us, to our band practices and all kinds of activities. This is supposed to be the birthplace of the Strombolis. Let's find out.
11 a.m. to 8 p.m. basically Monday through Wednesday, and then 11 to 9 p.m. on Thursday and Friday, and Saturday it's 11 a.m. to 9 p.m. and then Sunday 11 a.m. to 8 p.m. Once again, open every single day. As soon as you walk in, this place is wall to wall with articles and publications documenting Romanos and, of course, their famous Stromboli.
My name is Pete Romano, the third generation owner of Romano's Pizzeria and Italian Restaurant. We're now in our fourth generation and our 81st year. We opened on December 1st, 1944. Wow. My grandfather, Nazzareno Romano, an Italian immigrant that came to this country in 1920, and also was the originator of the world's first Stromboli sandwich, which he started in 1950, January of 1950. Where we're at, Grandpa's first store, which he opened on December 1st, 1944, is 2 blocks up the street. It's only 3 doors off of the Industrial Highway, PA Route 291, which during the Second World War, they called that the Hog Island Line. The Hog Island Line was the 37 bus that was bringing shipyard workers along the Delaware River to their different job stations. A lot of Italian immigrants were working as shipyard workers. There was more shipping created for the war effort on the shipyards between Wilmington and Philadelphia than anywhere else on the planet. Grandpa was taking some of the lunch meats in the hoagie. capicola, cotto, boiled ham, combining that with American cheese. So it's an American sandwich.
Wow.
And roasted bell peppers, wrapping them up in this imbotito pano, which looks sort of like a log.
Yeah.
And baking them up, but without a name. When he first put it on the counter in January of 1950, it had no name.
It was nameless.
In that time period, a gentleman who lived across the street on the other side of the Industrial Highway by the name of William Schofield, who would later in that decade become my Uncle Bill, who would marry my Aunt Cecilia, came into the shop and saw the sandwiches sliced up on the counter and said to my grandfather, "Nat, what do you got here today?" And Grandpa says, "Just something I know from home." He goes, "But what's the name?" Uncle Bill says, and I don't have a name for it. He says, "Well, it's got to have a name." So Nazzareno says, "Well, why don't you name it?" Well, right off the top of his head, William Schofield says, "Stromboli."
Really?
Now, why Stromboli?
Okay.
In January of 1950, there was a huge, worldwide scandal. They would call it the scandal of the decade.
Whoa.
Ingrid Bergman and Roberto Rossellini collaborating on a movie called Stromboli on the island Stromboli. Everybody knows who Ingrid Bergman was. She's a famous actress. Married to other people with children. They become romantically involved in a love affair and they conceive a love child. And that was news all over the world. Not big deal in 2025, but in 1950, everybody was talking about Stromboli, including William Schofield. That became the name and it stuck.
The only place in the world you're going to see this is a Herr's bag of chips in an award-winning box.
Fall of 2023, there's 3 gentlemen from the Herr's Corporation out front that would like to talk to you. So I went out, I thought maybe I hadn't paid my bill or something. And they solicited their customer base to submit flavors of their favorite food, Philly foods. And they came to tell me that somebody had submitted our special hot Stromboli as a flavor. We were one of 12 finalists. They came to us with chips that were supposed to taste like the hot Stromboli. My 93-year-old father, who still is living in the house here next door, and they gave the flavors to Dad, and Dad rejected every single flavor. They went back and redid it, came back, and we were able to figure out exactly what Dad wanted to see.
If people visit here after they see the video and you happen to be busy or running around or not here, they can see some of the history right there on the screens behind you.
If your grandfather invented the Stromboli sandwich, and it's been copied thousands and thousands of times, maybe tens of thousands of times.
Sure.
And there's all kinds of people arguing with you about where it emanated from. My grandfather invented the Stromboli and opened up Romano's. My father really built the business. He was a partner with his father in '56. My contribution was I was going to do everything I could for the rest of my life to try to tell the world about Nazzareno Romano and being the creator of the Stromboli sandwich. And I figured if I could reach as many people as possible with that message, I take my chances of where I landed.
It looks like you have like a little restaurant area here, so people want to come and sit.
It operates as a BYOB, so we allow people to bring in wine or beer if they want to eat here. There's seating for 65.
And as you're sitting here, of course, you have some memories and pictures up in the restaurant.
That was taken in 1955, and that's a picture of Nazzareno Romano holding his grandson, me.
All right, adventurers, so we're getting a real treat here. Pete is taking us behind the scenes to see how the originator of the Stromboli gets created.
You had asked me who taught me how to make Stromboli, and I started visiting my father when I was about 10, I guess. And I was about 11 or 12. He put me on the table and was trying to teach me how to prepare this dough. Wasn't going very well. Protocol for this is very similar to an Italian bakery. And there were a lot of Italian bakeries around this area at that time. One of the delivery drivers, a gentleman by the name of, we call him Shimbone, he comes in one morning and he walks in while Dad's kind of giving it to me because I'm not quite grasping how to do the tuck and roll. Took him about 5 minutes, but Shimbone showed it to me in a way that I could understand. Really, he's responsible for me first being able to actually prepare the dough on the table. Then you roll it out on the table. It's filled by the ladies, and then they close them up. The bread has to be proofed in a proof box. This bread will be in this box for maybe 45 minutes to an hour. Then I'll start taking them to the ovens to bake them. So that's a process that's not done in many places that I know. The only places I know that are coming close to it are actually bakeries. Pizza shops don't have time for that. It's really why This has always been a prefabricated sandwich. These are not made to order because you've got that processes that you got to go through. I started at about 5:30 this morning. I won't be done until 2 or 3 this afternoon.
Wow.
It looks like they're making broccoli and cheese strombolis. First is they put down, these are meatballs, so these are broccoli and cheese. First item that's going to go down on that is garlic butter. It goes directly on the bread dough. Cheese, broccoli, cheese, and then they'll close it up.
American mozzarella and provolone cheese. Wow.
Another thing that's different about ours is, notice that they're filling it. These are weighed out. This sandwich will be wrapped on the outside, but when you bite into it, the inside is all ingredients. A lot of people that I see making strombolis, they do what I call is a jelly roll. In other words, they just roll it up, and when you cut it, you'll see roll after roll of dough. Mostly bread, because they've taken that center area and filled it with bread instead of filling it with ingredients. And that technique of closing hasn't changed for 75 years.
Wow. It's really weighed out and everything. That's wild. So you get it to a certain weight, 10 ounces.
That doesn't count the cheese. That's just the broccoli.
And then it goes right onto the sandwich there. That is really precise. This could be one of the most precise sandwiches I've ever seen. Like, I don't think I've ever seen anyone weigh out the actual ingredient and then put it in before. It could be the first. What is she putting on around the...
When you're making a prefabricated sandwich, once you close it up, how do you know what flavor it is? We have to mark each one.
How many different types of strombolis do you have here?
16.
Wow.
16. I don't know if I could rattle them all off to you, but
That's okay. That's why they're written down.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
The first time you're here, what should you try? Which stromboli should you go for? Like, let's say they'd never had a stromboli before ever in their life.
We started with 3 Stromboli flavors: original sweet, original hot, and original pepperoni. Sweet, hot pepperoni. If you're coming here for the first time, I would strongly recommend you try one of those flavors. The one by far that does the best is the original sweet. And that's going to give you the taste of exactly what Stromboli was when it was introduced to the world in 1950 and what Grandpa was trying to do. Original sweet Stromboli has boiled ham, cotto. It's sort of like an Italian bologna, capicola, roasted bell peppers. We buy bell peppers and season them and cook them here. And American cheese. That's another thing a lot of people would say, oh, that can't be right because it's got to be provolone. No, it doesn't. Grandpa was living in America, and that says that he just liked the flavor with that sandwich, and he decided to go with American cheese.
Oh, well, that's good because we absolutely love American cheese, me and the Big KJD.
There you go.
Now, today is a Wednesday.
Yes.
And you guys are probably just about to open. I think it's almost 11. It's got to be almost
about 5 of 11.
Okay.
Yeah. My manager, Barry, is open the kitchen orders that are already coming in. We have an order for 11:45 this morning for 24 Strombolis. Not that uncommon for us. People come from all over the East Coast. People come from New York, North Carolina. It's the holidays are coming up, so you talk about shipping. I see people very common come in with coolers, and they're loading up Strombolis to take back to North Carolina.
Christmas Strombolis. That just sounds like the best gift anyone could give.
Hi, I'm Barry Wilson. I'm the godfather of Stromboli logistics, self-proclaimed.
And what are you creating over here? What is this?
That's just a square pizza. We got cheese on the bottom, mozzarella, and then our homemade sauce on top with some pepperoni. No time to waste here. And now, got to put in a Stromboli. That's an original sweet, we call it. We wrap them up individually, keep it fresh.
It literally says original sweet right there. I like it.
Like I said, logistics. Back in the day, I don't know what they did before I came. Yeah, we just have mountains of Strombolis that are all nestled away in the freezer, refrigerator, depending on what they're for.
How long approximately does it stay in the oven here?
About 20 minutes. You get a loaf of bread, you see how it's brown on the outside? That's the same thing we're trying to achieve here because it's Italian bread, so you got to give it a little time. Our marinara sauce.
Imagine this is probably absolutely homemade recipe as well.
Oh yeah, you can. You'll get to try some with your Stromboli. Not naming any names. Some people they like to just get a can of tomato paste and put some water in it and oregano and call it sauce. We don't do that here. I can't get into the secret though.
Of course not. This is the secret Romano sauce.
Mum's the word. Holy cow.
And this is important too.
So look at all these right here. So you got, this is a 24 order broccoli and cheese. So you got broccoli and cheese. There's the original pepperoni, and you got sweet. Holy cow. That is a big bunch of Strombolis. One thing we didn't find out yet is how much a Stromboli costs.
There's some variability there, and generally speaking, we start with the pizza bolli, the cheapest option. Your average price is probably like $18, $19.
Okay.
Because they're all different.
Yeah.
And like we also have the jumbo size too.
Oh, really?
I got a couple here. I gotta pop in. So jumbo special hot.
Right here is the original, okay, and that was the jumbo.
It's hard to compare because different ingredients are kind of.
Yeah.
But I'll assure you, this is heavier.
Yeah. While everyone else was making their Stromboli smaller, you were making yours bigger.
Yeah, these are bigger than when I started here 20 years ago. They were at least 25 to 30% smaller. We had to raise the prices a little bit, but we made them bigger because we didn't pocket that money. You know, we wanted to pass it along to the customer to
Right.
get the best value possible. A lot of hard work, not much incentive, but we make people happy, and that's the important thing. A few minutes. Most people I know can't finish one of the regulars in one sitting, because that's a lot of food. We don't skimp here.
A regular size Stromboli and a larger size one. How many people typically, again, I'm sure it varies from family or person to person, but if you had to guess, how many people would that feed?
A jumbo, I would say like 3 or 4, but you know, it depends.
Yeah.
For me, I split a regular size with somebody usually
Yeah.
because I can't finish it.
Do all of the flavors come in a jumbo size? Or
Jumbo special sweet, jumbo special hot, and we do pizza steak, cheesesteak, and Philly special. And I don't know if he told you, Philly special, Nick Foles, our Super Bowl hero.
Yeah.
We don't forget. Ready? You might want to take a look at this.
Oh my gosh, look at them all in there.
It'll be like this for the next 6 hours.
This is not a weekend. This is a Wednesday.
I like to cut it into 3 pieces.
Man, that is crunchy.
And look at that.
Wow, look at that.
And get you some homemade sauce. We use this sauce for a few different items actually. The Strombolis for one, are square pizzas. Sometimes on spaghetti and raviolis. But we also offer our bolognese sauce, which is also very popular. But
Yeah.
people love the marinara, so we offer it. You know, originally we didn't for pasta, but that became staple after we were on the Travel Channel. Look at that.
Wow, that looks incredible. Look at that steaming, baby.
Yeah, that's the good stuff.
The good stuff.
But I can't tell you the secret.
No.
You can enjoy the perfection.
No, man, that is absolutely gorgeous. I love the
Important thing is it tastes better. So it's all about the texture. There you go. Original sweet Stromboli.
Look at that. This is their original sweet Stromboli. Okay, there was 3 original flavors, and this is one of the 3. Good things come in 3s. Back when I was young, I remember you guys getting really excited about Strombolis.
We liked all the flavors, pepperoni in them. One of our favorites was just ham, green peppers. This one, really excited to try. I'm gonna just try it plain first, you know, just to give it a shot. Oh, wow. You're right about that sweetness coming through. Really amazing.
Yeah, this is the sweet one.
Just the bread, really, you know, that gives it that sweet.
It's magic. I'll tell you that much. It's
The
Stromboli magic.
The combination of the dough that they use, artesian bread, and the cheeses and meats, and then that little bit of zip from the roasted peppers. Just incredible, incredible.
The process that the bread goes through back there in order to create this sandwich is nothing less than
It's like
a passion project.
tender, but crunchy.
Yeah.
Kind of just explodes in your mouth, the flavors. Wow. Well, I can see why it's famous. That's for sure. It's amazing. Okay, so let's try the homemade marinara sauce here that is so secret that when VKJ was in the back filming, they would not let him see the ingredients. Yeah, there's nothing like dipping like right into the marinara sauce.
Yeah, of course.
I mean, it complements these sandwiches amazingly. Piping hot. It's a childhood, something you have all your life. I'm sure people out there have had Stromboli, but this is the original.
Doing YouTube, making these videos, has been really a great experience. Is you guys out there, the subscribers and the watchers, places like this, I had no idea even existed until practically like last week. Someone said, hey, you need to go to Romano's, Stromboli's, the originator, and a place where we could actually travel to. Because this was approximately only about maybe 50 minutes, 50, 45 minutes from where we live. I'm like, how did I not know this place was here? Nice and charred and crispy on the bottom, but nice and toasty on the top. I love that. It's a little charred. Oh my gosh, it's to die for.
Still hot, right?
Man, that's really hot. Oh my goodness. What an incredible flavor. This place has such a history, and I was worried that maybe I wouldn't like it as much as I thought that I would, like my anticipation, because you're building it up, you're building that taste up in your mind, you know what I mean? Like going to see a movie that you have your favorite actor in, or going to an amusement park and going on a ride for the first time. But if I'm being totally honest, my expectation of this place was really high. And I think it's possible that it's been exceeded. I mean, this is really a great sandwich, I guess, if that's what you would call it. Can you call a Stromboli a sandwich? Is that sacrilege? But even without the sauce, when you look into the sandwich right there, for whatever reason, it doesn't look like there's a lot going on. But when you taste it, I think it's a beautiful, complicated, a delicious taste. It looks simple, right? Like it's not going to have a lot going on, but man, there's a lot of flavor in there. Wow, is really good. Homemade secret marinara. Oh, this is my favorite. Just dip in I love sauce. Sauce is my favorite thing in the entire world.
Sauce is the boss.
You know it. Oh, look at that. Oh, man. Let's go. Oh. Oh. Holy, you know what? Holy cow. That sauce is incredible. That is really good. It's a little bit like of a spiced marinara sauce. It's not necessarily hot. It's not spicy hot. It's just got a lot of like bold ingredients in there. It's not, I can't stand when sauces are kind of bland. This is not a bland sauce. This has got a lot going on. It is also too, I just want to show it again one more time here. You can see like, it's got some texture to it, okay? It's not runny. It's got some actual, character in there. Man, that is really freaking good. I believe that this place probably is the originator. But I can tell you one thing, I'm not a history buff, and I'm not gonna fact check everything in this video. But
when you taste it,
right?
I mean, you can believe it.
Even if there is one, it can't be better than this. There's no possible way that you're gonna get a better Stromboli taste than this.
I mean, we've had Strombolis all our lives, you know?
Yeah.
And very, I don't know, underwhelming, you might say, you know? Like, just, they're okay, whatever. Right. This is really special.
There's a lot of pizza places out there, a lot of pizzerias that have Strombolis.
Yeah.
But the thing is, though,
is that when you have a shop like that that's doing many different things, and they're really not revolving their business around the Stromboli, the taste is going to suffer because they can't put as much into them as they really need to make it a proper
Right, it's just
Stromboli.
one of the other things on the menu. Just,
It's like trying to do too many things, okay? You're trying to wear too many hats, and you need to put the time and the effort into this
very specialized.
with the knowledge to really get it to this taste. It seems like a simple sandwich, the items, you know, but
the history and the knowledge and the flavors that make it,
right, and the process
was over a long period of time.
Yeah, and the process of cooking it takes a long time too. Even to put, so there's a lot that goes into every individual Stromboli.
We've gotten Strombolis and pizzas and things all through our lives, and I never really met a pizza I didn't like or a Stromboli, but some of them, you know, you just eat them because you're hungry.
Yeah.
I mean, and they're just really not that amazing or anything like that. But this is really different. I mean, really, you can tell the love and care and the history,
The tradition
of getting it perfect. I really did not expect it to be this good. Oh, Stromboli, we're just going to go get one. You know, whatever.
Yeah.
But they are really worth the trip. Have it shipped to you. Whatever you need to do. You got to try this.
I think this Christmas people need to give the gift
the gift of
Stromboli.
That's right.
The Stromboli is a perfect stocking stuffer. I mean, they're kind of like, you know, long. You could put it right in the stocking. I don't think that Santa's elves could make a better tasting Stromboli than this. I think maybe he really is Santa Claus back there. And the elves are, maybe there's some sort of Santa North Pole elf magic in the Romano family. I don't know, it's possible. Anything's possible. If you're out there and you're watching this video and you're saying to yourself, hey KJ, I've had a Stromboli before. I got one at my local pizza place. You think you possibly know how this is going to taste. And it's the same thing with us. When we were thinking about coming to do this video, you're like, well, it's a Stromboli place. You already have I always talk about this all the time. In your mind, you have an anticipation of taste. You have an expectation of taste. And I think maybe if you tried one from your local pizza place, maybe you didn't like it. Maybe you're like, I don't know, I'm not really a Stromboli person. I don't really think you gave it a fair shake. A place like this really determines whether you like it or you don't. And of course, there's all these different flavors and different choices. I think they said 15 different Strombolis here. So there's a lot of different combinations. But even before that, there's a certain type of preparation, TLC. Even when you guys got it from the place that you absolutely love, Charlie's Pizzeria over there in East Norton, they loved it. And I have to say, it really wasn't my favorite thing. I really didn't like it very much as a child. They went there, and I remember them getting it, and I was kind of like, I don't know, I was hungry, so I ate it. They loved it. But this, if it was like this, as a child, I would probably think.
This is kind of the gourmet.
Yeah.
You know, like if you're going to try Stromboli, this would be the one to try to judge it all on.
Yeah. Thinking back to that Stromboli, it's been a while, but that one felt like it was just kind of thrown together. I don't know why I feel that way, but I feel like that one was just kind of
1 in a million, right?
Yeah, exactly. But this one here,
or 1,000,001.
It doesn't taste like that. It really tastes
right. That's what I'm saying. It's
exactly like
very gourmet.
The amount of time and effort that you would expect put into it. It radiates that taste. It really does. As we're polishing off our Romano's original Stromboli.
Unbelievable. There, you can get a little shot there.
Oh yeah, the insides.
Wow.
That's a good shot.
Look at that.
Probably because there's several.
Everything is such high quality. The meats and stuff are just absolutely delicious.
If you're wondering about the sizes here, the regular size Stromboli, and then they have like the super big Stromboli, and the regular size Stromboli was absolutely perfect for me and Vacay JD. We shared that, it was cut in half. And that was a perfect amount. Like, I'm very satisfied with that amount. Thinking like, man, that's not going to be enough. If you're just one person coming here, I believe that absolutely you're going to have leftovers you can take home, warm it up, another time. I finished my half of the Stromboli here, and we do not always finish the items. Try to take a bite or a couple bites. you know, obviously. But this was really, really good and worth every single bite that it's going to cost me when I go to the gym later on today. So we had to get here a little bit early. I might not be as much let's go as normal because we had to get here early before the rush of people here. As you can see, the restaurant is starting to fill up. It's right around lunchtime now. It's about noon. I really want to give a shout out to Romano's for inviting us in and getting to be able to document and showcase for all you adventurers out there. Me and Vacay JD over there talk about it all the time. If you mentioned to me a year ago that I was going to be creating food videos like this, I would have said not in a million years. But yet here we are. Food is something that brings us all together. It's something that we all have commonality with. And food, just like everything, has a history, has a family history, has a history of the item. It's something that can unite all of us. If you've ever had a Stromboli and you're watching this video out there, you're thinking to yourself, well, so then this place, that place, you and us, we all have a kinship because we've all experienced that sandwich. Now, it might not be as great as this Stromboli, obviously, but again, it gets you into the realm and gets some commonality between all of us, and I think that's really great.
Absolutely.
And we really appreciate you guys,
Good point.
you know, spending time with us and coming out and experiencing these places with us. And if you're in and around the Philadelphia area, or we're out a couple hours away or whatever, I highly recommend you jump in the car and make the journey here. You will not be. I mean, even the restaurant here, I think, is really quaint and nice. The sign outside, as soon as you see it, Vacay JD, makes you feel like you're, like, I don't know, it's something
It's like
special.
a neighborhood place, you know,
Well,
for sure.
It is a neighborhood place, but anytime, like, you know, like the world's largest ball of twine, like when you see that and there's a huge sign or something, you're like, I just saw something pretty special. And when you see, you know, the birthplace of the Stromboli sandwich on the side outside, you're like, this place is a big deal.
The birthplace of the Stromboli. I
Yeah.
mean, literally. It's like a museum.
Right, that's what
you
I'm
know?
saying. It's
not only do you get the history, but you get this amazing food. Win-win.
the story of the Stromboli. The food was incredible, but the family, it's about family. Well, thank you so much. There was a subscriber out there. I hope you see this video and you put it down in the comments. Hey, I was the one that suggested this place because we really want to thank you from the bottom of our delicious, not hearts, just stomachs.
This fits right in with what we like.
Oh,
you know,
yeah.
but
History,
delicious food.
delicious
and
food,
Getting that out to you guys out there.
family. You know, even the gentleman here, his father, 93 years old, living in the house right next door. And I get to come out here and make these videos with my dad, and so it all really comes full circle. We get to share it with you guys out there and your family. So it's really been a really wonderful circle of life for sure. Food life, that is. There it is. Stromboli. Not just a sandwich, it's a place. Find us in store, Romano's Frozen Bake, at home Stromboli retail location. So if you can't get here to the actual location, these are all the places that they're available. You probably can see this actually on their website as well. Wow. Oh my gosh, what an incredible adventure today.
Really amazing.
Look, there it is. They got the Romano's van right out here.
And don't forget, you can get, I don't care if you're in California, you can have a Stromboli, one of these fabulous Strombolis.
Yes.
I got mine to go here. Another one. I have it shipped right to your home. There's no excuse.
There's no excuse out there.
Right, just because you don't live close by.
Yep, get your Romano's original Stromboli sent to you. Okay, just make sure you go on their website. What I'll do is I'll put it right here in the video. Hit that, go to the website and check them out. You're not going to regret it. Incredible experience. What an incredible sandwich and history. I love making food videos. There's a part of me that really does love it. But when you get to come to iconic places like this and learn about something that the history of something like this, it's really takes it to a whole nother level. It makes the video so much more.
That's for sure.
Make sure you hit the like and subscribe button, hit the notification button. If you love Strombolis, make sure you give us a super like. Also, there's a hype button. And if you're seeing this video and you had no idea this place was here, just like us, I think this place then deserves a hype because this could be right around the corner from someone that would really love this place and they just don't know that it's here. But you out there could personally help them
find this place. And I think with a family history, with people that are so passionate about what they do, they deserve a hype. I always say this, but I really think they deserve it. I really feel that from the bottom of my heart. I want to thank Romano's again for having a Pete. Thank you so much for having us out here again. What an incredible guy, a story family, all the people there. So much passion goes into the food. We will catch you on the next one. We are out of here.
People really couldn't grasp the idea that the people who invented Stromboli would still be in this little corner 2 blocks from the river just churning out Strombolis, and I wasn't in the island somewhere, as a multimillionaire.